Seriously, so good. Right now I'm so team Callum. It was actually really emotional. Oh my god, I just read for 18 minutes. I'm on chapter 1. I love this. I will not lie to you guys, I'm really loving this. I'm loving it, I'm loving him. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ria, and in today's video we are going to be reading my TBR. I at the moment have a very extensive and long physical TBR, but in this video it is future me, okay? I have finished reading these books by the time you're seeing this. I've already read them. So one of these books wasn't originally on my TBR when I started the video, but it was a new release and I knew that I'd be ordering the physical copy immediately, so I did make an exception for that book. It doesn't really matter to me. I hope it doesn't matter to you, because it was on my TBR, I just didn't have it. I thought, why not? I'll just allow myself this one exception. So with that said, in this video we are literally just reading my physical TBR, my TBR, trying to make a bit more progress through it, even though it has gotten worse. I literally haven't done a reading vlog for so long and I don't know why. We are reading my physical TBR and also one book from just my general TBR. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, like, subscribe, comment, let me know. I always say this, but I am trying to get better and more frequent at making, editing and producing for you guys more reading vlogs, because I feel like they are the thing that I choose to watch more often. Obviously I love TBR videos. Besides picking monthly TBRs, the best thing to watch is a reading vlog, because obviously you get to see other people's reading experience, and I feel like that's just what we're all here for. I'm trying to get more consistent with it, so this is my first attempt, I guess, since I last edited and filmed one. So I hope you all enjoy. If you do, please do let me know. I love to hear from you all. So let's just get straight on into the reading of this video. I haven't picked up a book, so we're going to start something else now. I have literally just looked, probably around half an hour ago, I just saw that Sinners Atone, the Kindle Unlimited version of that, is out and I have it on my Kindle. I know this isn't on my physical TBR, but listen, when it gets released tomorrow on Amazon or wherever I'm going to buy it from, once it's released, I will be purchasing the physical copy of it. So you best believe, I think we're going to be picking this up. It's only 300 pages. It's here, it's on my Kindle. Still, it's fallen into my hands. I'm very excited and it's only 300 pages. So I'm thinking we might sit down and read this one. I don't know what to take with me because we are going away this weekend, and obviously I'm going to take some books with me, so we probably won't even have this finished by then because it is 7:30 tonight and I don't know how long this is going to take me. But I'm in the weirdest stage right now where I want to read everything, so I can't actually decide what I want to pick up. But yeah, that's my vibes right now. I think we're going to start Sinners Atone. I'm literally like 11 pages in, but I don't know, it's really slow. I don't actually remember where it left off, the last book, so I don't know where we're picking up. I can't remember. But yeah, we're just going to continue reading. This probably isn't the best angle, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, I'm so excited, guys. god, I just read for 18 minutes. I'm on chapter 1. My hair's wet, so yeah, and I've also got a lot more makeup on than I usually do. But I was just coming in here to say that I finished Sinners Anonymous. No, Sinners Atone, sorry. I actually really enjoyed it. I think I rated it a 4.5 star. I just felt like it gave nothing, but it was like good. Do you know what I mean? I really enjoyed it and I really liked the characters we were following. It was very short. It was only 300 pages. I think the paperback is actually less than, but nothing actually happened. I mean, we obviously got introduced to the characters. I feel like if you've read it, you'd know. A lot of the reviews are saying the same, that we don't even get any romance in it. To be fair, it gave a whole lot of nothing, but it was a whole lot of nothing that I enjoyed. Like I wasn't bored any of the time. I wasn't bored whilst reading it. I love the characters. I think they've got great chemistry. I think it's just a slow burn. Did I explain that well? I don't know. Really enjoyed that. I finished it on Monday and today's Wednesday. I actually have in fact read an entire book since then. I read Mate. I started it on Monday and I finished it on Tuesday. But obviously because I read it in basically one sitting, I'm not going to include it in this video because I feel like that's not fair on you guys. I've not told you my thoughts, I've not told you my feelings. I didn't even say I was going to pick it up. So yeah, I've read that, but we're not going to talk about that. Now since I've finished both of those books, I'm going to pick up The Wolf King. This came today, it's the 22nd. I keep saying I think Waterstones sent their copies out early. Obviously I know it's on Kindle, but we have my copy today. This is the exclusive, Waterstones exclusive, and I'm so excited. I didn't know if there's any difference between the ebook on Kindle Limited and the hardback, so we will see. I fear I'm gonna love it. I'm actually so worried I'm gonna love it, but I'm so ready for a fantasy. I don't think I've read a fantasy for so long, besides me, which is obviously werewolves, but I'm so ready. I really loved Sinners Atone, so we've started off with a 4.5 and now we're going into one that I do actually think is a potential 5-star. Based on what I've seen, everyone is loving it and I fear I'm going to love it too. Hopefully we can read it for a few hours and I can hopefully get through a decent chunk, but I don't know. The text in this is huge. I didn't expect it to be so big. Let's get straight on into it. I spoke to you yesterday and I said to you guys I was going to start The Wolf King, and I have since started it. I'm on chapter 8, so I am 68 pages through so far. I think this book is about 475 pages long, but the text is quite big in the hardback. I don't know if you can see, but it's almost like a YA size. I feel like I'm flying through it at the moment. I only really read up until chapter 2 yesterday, so I didn't get a huge amount of the way through it, but since then I have read a bit more this morning. It's 10 o'clock and I don't really have anything to do today apart from read and get my nails done, so I think I'm going to read for another few hours and hopefully we will be able to continue and get a decent amount of the way through this. I feel like I read for like 10 minutes earlier and I got 50 pages through. I feel like I could get through it really quickly. Also, my Kindle is saying that it's going to take me 6 hours to read. So far we've only really seen our female main character Aurora be whisked away from her, like not her home, but where she's currently staying, the castle she's staying in. She's just been taken from her homeland. That's all we've really seen, to be fair. We're now in the Northlands, which I believe is where the wolves' territory is. We know that there's some sort of conflict that's caused this war, and we know they're looking for something and they've taken her because the alpha she's with, Callum, believes she is some sort of key to ending this war. I'm really enjoying it. That's all we really know at the moment. It's so good. It's so quick to eat up and devour and to get lost in this story. I haven't read a fantasy since On Wings of Blood. So it's been well over a month, I'd say, and I am really enjoying this. I'm in such a fantasy mood at the moment, and I feel like I could binge this entire world. I know it's only going to be a trilogy, and I have since found out that the third book is coming out in summer 2026, so next year, hopefully early summer, but obviously I don't know because there's no release date yet. If I continue to feel the way I do about it right now, it could be, I don't want to speak too soon, I feel like I always do this, but it could be a 5-star. Right now I know there's going to be another main male character introduced, because I know this is a love triangle, and obviously I haven't met him yet, but I feel like I'm going to prefer him over our current main character that we've met. So I know that he's going to be introduced at some point. I'm waiting on bated breath to meet him, so I'm very excited, but at the moment I am actually really liking Callum as well. So far so good. I'm going to continue reading. I am really enjoying it, and I cannot wait to continue and just see what happens. I feel like this is a fantasy I actually love, and I don't think I've ever read a werewolf sort of fantasy, and I think I need more, because I literally just read Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and obviously that's werewolves, so I think I need more recommendations. I love the atmosphere it brings. I've always loved werewolves in a fantasy. I've always loved Teen Wolf, The Vampire Diaries, Twilight, that sort of stuff where they are included. I will update you more. I'll come back when I have more thoughts. Genuinely, this is so good. I know, okay, I could be eating my words. Right now I'm so team Callum. Obviously we haven't met Blake, but I'm loving it. I'm loving him, I'm loving her, I'm loving the world, I'm loving the writing. It is so good and I'm eating it up. I'm loving it. Okay, we're just gonna sit here and read for a bit, and I don't know. Really liking Callum so far. I'm really liking him. I love this. I will not lie to you guys, I'm really loving this. Someone needs to pry this from my cold sleeping hands, because what the hell is going on? I love this. I'm eating it up. Guess who we were just introduced to? Blake is here. He said one line. I, again, am just going to continue, but I thought I should update you with that because I'm obsessed. I'm on chapter 17 and I'm obsessed. I said I was going to read around half of it, I think. I was going to aim to read half of it, even though deep down I wanted to read all of it. I actually managed to. I think I read up to page 270. I could not put it down. Okay, I could not stop reading it. It's so, so good. And when I updated you last, I think I was saying about how I was Team Callum. I knew it was going to happen because I just know who I prefer as a character. And yeah, I have jumped on the Blake bandwagon. I love him. I like when they have more depth to them, which unfortunately he does. Honestly, some of the things Callum has done and some of his actions have just icked me out. I do still really like him. I prefer him to other love triangles. I would never seek out a love triangle in a book, or like books that have that trope in them. I just would never do that because it's not me. This isn't like a typical one. Going into it, I kind of had an open mind with it. I didn't hugely know who I was going to prefer. I did think I was going to prefer Blake, which I obviously now do, but I didn't hugely have any sort of idea in mind. Since I've started reading it, I've actually loved both of them. I am really enjoying this though. I literally, when I sit down to read it, I cannot stop. And I would have read more today if I didn't have such issues getting one of my videos uploaded to YouTube. I've been editing it, and whilst I was near the ending of editing, it started coming up with all these different things. First it was asking me to download all these different fonts, and I said no to each because I could not be bothered. That took me about 10 minutes to get through all of them because there were so many. And then a few minutes later it comes up saying my storage is almost full. So I go to check out my storage because I'm thinking like, what? How is my storage full? I haven't added that much in and it's not all been that long. It's not been really long clips or anything. I have a few videos worth of content in there, but I didn't expect it to be full, okay? I check out my storage. It's 499 out of 499.33 gigabytes. I'm thinking, how have I done this? I didn't realise that when you edit in Final Cut Pro, it literally opens loads of these frame documents. And I guess it's to do with rendering and stuff. I honestly would not pretend like I have any idea. But each of them are like a gigabyte each. And I'm talking there's 30 of them. I tried exporting my video twice before I could get it exported and uploaded to YouTube. It took me probably around 3 hours to sort that entire thing out. So that is 3 hours of reading time completely gone. That is my rant over. That's just why I haven't had as much time to read today. I will update you probably now once I've finished. So I have finished The Wolf King. I love this. Did I even rate it? I definitely marked it as done, but I don't know if I rated it yesterday when I marked it as finished. 5-star, babe. I think this was amazing. It was so good. I really, really enjoyed it. The thing is about it that I think really made it a 5-star is the fact that I could not put it down. I was stuck with the story. It was so addictive, and plus it's quite long. It's 480 pages, but the text is huge, like what you'd find in a YA hardback. So it was really easy to just fly through the pages. I'd blink and I'd have read 30 pages. It's crazy. I think that's what made it so easy to fly through, as well as the story, the plot and the writing, the characters, everything about it. Lauren has done such a phenomenal job with this book, and I cannot wait to read the second book. I'm definitely Team Blake. I just prefer a morally grey character. I think they actually have way more chemistry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just feel like he challenges her a bit more, and I think that's what you need. Also will say that the love triangle in this wasn't as love triangle-y as always. Triangular? I don't know. I don't like a love triangle. It's not the type of trope I'd go looking for. To say that I actually didn't mind it, to say that I actually liked both of the characters. I still like Callum, even though he's done a few things to just annoy me. I do definitely prefer Blake, and I do want her to end up with Blake because I just think they are more suited to each other in the long run. But again, I do still like Callum. But I do think the Night Prince is going to completely be like a turning point, and it's going to be a whole, I want her to end up with Blake only. I have not yet started The Night Prince. I'm going to start it a bit later, but yeah, I'm really excited to go into that. I'm really scared to have read that and then have to wait until next year for the third book, because it's meant to be coming in summer next year. I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed the writing and I really enjoyed the plot. There weren't any huge plot twists that shocked me. There was a moment at the end though where I was like, oh my god, I can't believe you just done that. So powerful move from her, I'm not gonna lie. Get your revenge. It has been a few days since I last updated you, and I feel like I don't have a huge amount of, well no, I do have some news though. So obviously I think the last time I updated you was Saturday, and I have finished The Wolf King. Obviously I think I gave you some of my thoughts, etc. I have since picked up Hat Trick by Chelsea Curto, the 4th book in the DC Stars series. I picked this up on, I want to say probably the Sunday. I'm now on page 205, so I'm around halfway through this book. Honestly, I am really enjoying it. I have had a mixed experience with this series. There are 4 books out currently, and the first 2 I didn't like so much. The second book was far too long in my opinion. Everything was just rushed. I think everything happened too early, and then there was loads of room after where it was just kind of like, this could be so much shorter. And then the 3rd book, Slapshot, I read a few months ago, and I actually really enjoyed it. I believe that one's also slightly longer, but it's a slow burn, so I don't really mind a book that's longer when it is a slow burn, because I adore slow burns. That is why I preferred that book. As well as that, I found it quite emotional. I was emotionally connected to it. There were certain aspects to the story that I just found myself feeling really connected to, which I didn't expect. If you don't know, the main female character in Slapshot, her daughter is deaf. I don't think I've ever read a romance where they know someone who's deaf, are deaf, or they have a kid that's deaf. I don't think I've ever had that before. So I'd never really experienced it. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it. It was actually really emotional. The way there was so much care surrounding it, it was just really emotional, and I definitely found myself invested and connected to the story. And I've also heard that this one is emotional as well, because our main male character in this, one night at the very beginning of the story, he leaves the celebration that they had after winning the Stanley Cup in the 3rd book, and he gets into a car accident. He loses one of his legs. This is new to me because I've never read a book where one of the main characters has suffered an amputation, and I feel like one thing Chelsea Curto does really well is handle topics with such care, and I think she really researches what she is writing as well. In the beginning of this, it actually says that she knows someone very, very close to her who has suffered a limb loss. Again, I do feel like she very much researches into it. I'm just really enjoying it. I love both of our main characters. Lexi, our female main character, is so strong and so badass, and I just love reading these female main characters in Chelsea's books, because she knows how to write a woman who is strong, who has a backbone, who knows what she wants and is willing to put in the work and put in the effort to get it. I love a female main character in books like that. I love her. And then we obviously have Riley, our main male character, and I feel very emotionally invested in him. Obviously he's experienced something so traumatic and so awful. It's so nice to see him start healing. There are some time jumps that you notice throughout this book. This accident happened at the beginning of their summer break, and when we get back into the proper thick of this story, it's around 3 months later when the season's starting. So obviously he's been through the very early grief process. He's still obviously feeling it every day, and he still has really bad days, but it's nice now to see him kind of have more happy days than sad days. Because Lexi, our female main character, is an athletic trainer for the team, she really knows her stuff about it and has really researched it, and I do actually find it really interesting to know more about it, because we're not just reading it as someone who doesn't have any knowledge. We are seeing her help him. I don't think it's quite as 5-star feels as Slapshot, but it's definitely higher than the other 2 that I read at the beginning of the series. I am really enjoying it, and I'm going to just sit and read for the rest of the day, I think. Oh my god, I just realised my camera's on 11%. That's great. Let's quickly wrap up this video. I last updated you when I was, I want to say like 40-50% of the way through Hat Trick. I have finished Hat Trick now. I literally spent all my morning trying to get this book done. I had like 4.5 hours left in it based on my Kindle reading time left. I literally don't know what to tell you. This was good, but I feel like at times I was really forcing myself to get through it and I didn't actually want to read it, I just wanted to get it done. So that's like my only negative about the story. I feel like I didn't 100% care for it the way I did with Slapshot. The same level of connection to the characters wasn't there. I obviously did feel more connected to this story than I did the first two, because I feel like with the events that happen in this, you're bound to feel more connected to the story and to the characters, specifically our main male character Riley. And I also did actually love Lexi because I feel like she is the embodiment of a very I'll take what I want female main character. She's not just gonna sit there and let someone say you don't deserve to be here, because she worked very hard for what she has. And I did really enjoy both our main characters in this story. I just found myself feeling like something was missing. Because of the type of story this is, I feel like it was bound to drag on a bit, especially because it is 490 pages long. I do feel like it's on the longer side than it needs to be. I feel like we could have cut out some things, but obviously the first like 200 pages are so key to Riley's story and to his healing process. So I understand that, but beyond the first 200 pages I feel like it did begin to drag a bit and I did find myself not caring so much. I don't have anything else to really say on it apart from that. I did really enjoy the story. I don't know whether I'm going to settle on a 4-star or a 3.5, just because I really didn't feel the connection to it and it did really feel like I was forcing myself through it quite a lot, especially near the end. I'm not sure, but I am very excited to continue this series. I'm glad I'm up to date with it until the next book comes out, which is the very beginning of December. It wasn't my favourite for sure, but it was definitely better than Face Off and Power Play. I'm not disappointed by it, I enjoyed it. It was an okay romance. Nothing I would write an essay about, nothing I would go out of my way to talk about loads, because it's not one of those books that sits really close to my heart, but it's still good. I'd still recommend it if you're looking for a emotional but fun romance. That's all I've got to say for that. I did still enjoy it and I think we had an overall decent reading week to get through a few books on my physical TBR. Obviously we had Sinners Atone, which was a 4.5, The Wolf King, which was a 5, and now Hat Trick, which was a 3.75. So we've had quite a decent week overall. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know. I always love to hear from you guys, and I will see you all very soon in the next one.